I will die on that hill.
I absolutely love Miley Cyrus.
You have failed this.
Love this show.
The sickest night ever. Is this? What are we doing?
No. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Call Guys podcast. I'm Gunner, also known as Chico Noise, 3-time podcast host. Tired of eating all these damn Christmas cookies. And yes, Colton, you're welcome. You're welcome.
I'm welcome. Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Sarah and I binged all of Wednesday.
Oh, yes.
You can stop telling me to watch it.
Let's go.
And I'm right there with you.
It's good.
Freaking, it was a whodunit. Had you guessing the whole time. Some really cool moments. Great show.
So spoiler alert, like the person who is the person, like the big bad in this one, like I thought it was, and then I was like, nah. And then it gets closer to the end, I was like, maybe. I was like that one meme with that girl.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I felt. Yeah.
Yeah, it really did have you guessing the whole time. Like, it could be this person. Oh, and maybe she's right. Maybe it was this person. Oh, nope, she's wrong. Okay, then it's like back and forth. If you haven't watched it,
highly recommend.
I will too.
I'm gonna throw out another one.
Okay.
It actually came out, I think last year, maybe. Geez.
This one you
2
texted
years
me about?
Yeah. Murderville. I
Yeah.
don't know if anybody's seen Murderville on Netflix. It's got Will Arnett as the host, and the cast and Will are the only ones who know the script, and they bring in a celebrity who they play themselves, and it's absolutely hysterical. They did a Christmas special, and it was with is it Maya Rudolph? Is that her last name?
Probably, yeah.
Maya Rudolph and Jason Bateman, and it was absolutely hysterical.
Yeah.
Loved it. With a quick snippet of Pete Davidson in it.
Can't go wrong.
If you haven't watched it, I would start with watching like the series. It doesn't really tie into anything. There's some callbacks to the original series from the special, but it's hysterical. Like my wife and I, we just laugh when we watch it, and it's just a good time, and it's just pure chaos. So
I'm gonna have to check it out. You texted me about it last night, and we started Wednesday last night, pre-recording this, and then finished it today. And
nice.
It was a quick 8 episodes, but it was good. I will say we did also start the new National Treasure show on Disney Plus.
Oh, how's that?
That's actually the first episode was really good too. So
that's not my problem with Disney Plus. The first couple, don't worry me. It's the entire series that worries me.
Yeah. Well, I was recommended by the Emperor and the Rocker Chick. They said, watch it. And I was like, okay, I'll check it out. So we finished Wednesday, and we're like, all right, let's start the next one.
Nice.
Trying to get caught up on all the pop culture stuff that everybody's been raving about for the last, since Wednesday came out, which was what, Halloween-ish?
Yeah, about that time. So yeah, we definitely, as a quote unquote pop culture podcast, we should probably get a little bit better on that.
Yeah. Sorry out there.
Don't worry. Guess what?
Land.
It's a new year.
That's
we're
right.
Gonna start it out right. And you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna talk about movies of the late '80s and '90s.
That's right. Some in the 2000s, 2010 range too. We're gonna talk about a whole slew of movies today. But first, Colton, how's your week going?
It's going great, man. Going great. Another good week. The weather is bipolar here in Indiana. I've got shorts on and a t-shirt, and I'm thinking I should probably open the windows.
Yeah.
And enjoy this 50-degree weather we got going on up here.
Yeah.
For some reason other than why.
That's my exact question is why. Like literally I go out on the back porch and we have snow that had blown up into drifts onto our back patio.
Okay.
And I went to go shovel it out, and it was just like the softest, wettest snow, and I could just like slide it off the patio. So I cleaned it in like 20 minutes. It was a lot of snow from the drifting.
Nice.
So I was like, well, I made the job easier. Got it all the way from the house. Set up my new smoker. Smoked some ribs.
How'd that turn out?
They weren't bad for a first try. So
You'll learn.
I'm not a perfectionist or perfect by any means, but by the time I smoke my 50th rack of ribs, I should be there.
Nice.
So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Got to learn it. That's what
Yeah,
everybody's
that's
been telling
true.
me. Talked to my boss today, and he's like, "How are your ribs?" I was like, "Well, they weren't perfect. They weren't the best ribs I ever had, but I'll get there one of these days."
Yeah, man. So I'd say overall, good week. Good week so far. So yeah, man. What about you?
Well, I do want to say, as we record this on Thursday, December 29th, 2022, which is the week before the new year, I do want to tell everybody out there, and I'm sure most of our listeners who know Colton know this, but some of you don't, that tomorrow, December
Oh my
30th,
gosh. Come on.
2022,
Come on, man.
Colton
Come on.
is having a birthday. And I think we're gonna go do an escape room. We talked about this a couple episodes ago. We're gonna go
We
do an
did.
escape room and go out to dinner and just have a good time.
I'll be honest. I almost invited Chris and his wife, or yeah, we call him Chris. We call him Chris.
CT 1209.
That's what I was thinking. I was like,
Yeah,
well, the cat's out of the bag now, Chris.
yeah.
Sorry about that.
He is traveling over the next 2 days.
Oh,
So and
well, then I would have been another person. I would have had to ask then.
yeah. So he's out of town, unfortunately. But um, yeah, we don't need to dive into that. But no. So happy early birthday! It is in 4.5 hours. And I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm
I'm
excited. It's
excited.
gonna be
I
a
am
good
too.
time. I
I
think
am too.
dinner's gonna be good. Have you ever eaten there?
I have not.
Ooh, it might be a good place for the for Golden Image to ask me about my podcast.
If you're watching on YouTube, my shirt says "Ask me about my podcast." My sister for Christmas got the Emperor, myself, and a quart of books and booze to the hosts, my brother and Jess. One of these shirts, so we all have one that we can wear. So people ask us. I wear a hat pretty much every day that says "The Call Guys" on it. So people don't. Well, they say, "What's on your hat?" And if it's not a Chiefs logo, it's a Call Guys logo. So, but yeah,
Sweet, sweet.
birthday
No, I'm just
birthday coming in hot.
yeah, and I might get a good birthday, Chris, a good birthday present. Just got the first offer on the house today, so hopefully by the time this comes out and we can get something moving with the house and just start packing pretty much.
Get
Well,
packed. Well, it's
get
already all
packing.
packed.
It's all, dude, man. Wait. I'm trying to figure out if we're meeting at the house or if we're meeting at the restaurant. But if we meet at the house, have you been at the house since?
I have when you guys put up the cabinet in the kitchen and it looked weird. So
Oh, dude, yeah.
it might. You know what? Yeah, I have. It was
I
all
think it.
cleaned up.
I think it was. Man, this house. It's been like spotless for like 2 weeks, and you know how hard that is with an almost 2 year old.
I can't imagine it's easy.
Dude, it's like just following him around with paper towels. If he goes quiet and out of view, you're like, oh crap, where'd he go?
What
Where'd
am
he
I
go?
cleaning? What am I cleaning?
Yeah,
What am I cleaning? Nice.
yeah. And then what do I do? I go find him. He's reading like 6 books that are sitting around. I'm like, you nerd.
Nerd.
He loves
Uh,
books though.
my week, it was good. Christmas was great. Anybody that listened to the episode this week on your time off, or if whether you were working this week, thanks for listening.
Yeah.
I enjoyed.
Wait. Did we talk about your week outside of? I'm sorry. I'm out in left field right now, man. I'm sorry. We talked about your week, right?
My week.
Yeah. The Oh man.
Wait. You can what part of it?
Oh, I don't know. Are you having a good week? How's your week?
Oh yeah, you asked, but
Okay.
I went to your birthday right away because it was right
Oh.
there. But no, it was good. It was a good week. I didn't really do a whole lot. I had the week off. I went in to work Wednesday just to help out with some stuff, and um, which was nice because it got me out of the house for a little bit. And I think Sarah's kind of annoyed with me at this point. I'm trying to like hang stuff on the walls and do stuff around the house, so um, she's kind of to the point where she's like, yeah, it's time for you to go back to work, I think. I got my flights booked for Vegas, so I'll be going to Vegas at the end of January. I'm off to Pennsylvania here in 2 weeks. Or actually, when this airs next Monday, I'll be on the road. So I'll be in a hotel next week for the call guys.
Ooh.
What else? No,
Wait,
it's
is
like
it
Christmas.
next
Christmas
week?
is good. Next week. You are. Your head is way out.
Dude, I am like my grandpa
Oh,
had this
sneeze.
saying that whenever he was, because he had dementia and he had moments when he would slip in and out, and he would say like, "I'm sorry guys, I'm out in left field where I should be playing shortstop. I don't know what's going on." So I am definitely having that right
having
now.
that
So
moment. Having the moment. Next week. So this will air next week. We are recording with A Court of Books and Booze to do their pre-episode for their first episode coming out. Hopefully get some people moving on over there. If you enjoy reading books, it should be a really fun podcast to listen
do
to.
do I know them?
I don't know.
Like I
I
know
don't
it's your
think you.
brother. I don't. Who are the other
Well, you've
two?
met Jess, who
I think I did.
coincidentally you share
Yeah.
a birthday with. So her birthday is
Are
also.
you
So
serious?
happy birthday, Jess, tomorrow also too.
I'll okay. So side note, I'm only good at two sports. That's basketball and golf.
Mm-hmm.
When I was like growing up, those are the two sports I like dominated in. Baseball, I could sprinkle that in, but I don't know any good baseball players on that birthday.
Okay.
LeBron James and Tiger Woods have the same birthday as I do, and I say that the only reason why I'm good at those sports is because Tiger Woods and LeBron James, we share the same birthday.
Nice. Very nice.
Except
So.
for the problem is I only like one of them.
It's okay. It's okay. Well, you also share a birthday with Jess, so another.
Well, I'll say this: if you want to take a guess on which one I don't like, you should probably email us at thecallguyspodcast@gmail.com.
I'm pretty sure everybody can guess which one you don't like. I'm pretty sure I could guess it right now, but you know what? I'll send us an email.
That's great. I love it.
But yeah, so next week's episode will be with A Court of Books and Booze. I'm excited for that episode.
Me too.
Books to movie adaptations, which, as you all know, I don't read a whole lot, so I'm just gonna sit here and listen probably and put in my 2 cents when I can. Colton might be a little better off, but I know that they have read quite a few books. So,
Like, I think they're going to go into books that I've never heard of.
oh yeah, probably.
But that's why we kept the the stipulation to movies.
Yeah,
So
yeah. And then Amanda is our other host, and she is one of Jess's really good friends, and
okay, nice.
her husband and my brother are also really good friends, who I also work with. So Nick, you're listening. Hey bud, how's it going?
Get back to work.
What does the emperor say? If you don't know me, come on over. Come on over. Have a beer. Got plenty of it.
I mean, I could see your dad being a dude who just goes to a place of like, he'll go to like Nashville or Knoxville, like a tourist place, and I could just see him sitting down with a guitar, playing music, and then when he's done, he just picks up everything and he just walks to a random coffee shop or bar and buys a drink. It just sits there and talks to whoever's holding up the table.
I think he could do that. I think he could just sit and talk to whoever is there, like become friends with somebody out of left field. Left field. How many times can we say left field in this podcast?
Good callback.
So Colton and I did look at the email list before the podcast.
You want me to read them? I can read them off.
Well, the problem, Colton, is that there are no emails this week.
My gosh, emailers! What is wrong? I don't care if it's Christmas time. I don't care what your excuse is. This is inexcusable. How dare you?
Nobody listened to last week's episode. That's the problem.
That's probably. I mean, no. I mean, seriously, man. Having that Monday off, that screws up my. I just now got caught up on this week's. Like, I'm all up to date now.
On the umbrella,
in the empire. I made my trips to everybody's ship. Said, hey, howdy ho, what's up?
Mm-hmm.
Told the emperor to suck it.
Yep.
As I left, and I would love to hear back from Logan because I got a kick out of what he was talking about TV stations and that he'd get an Atwood. He was just talking about all the stations he got at Atwood. It was like, it's probably like 5, if that.
Yeah, 3, the Farmer 3 instead of the Farmer 5.
Yeah, it probably wasn't the Farmer 5 yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so that made me laugh.
So like I said, no emails this week, but with the new year, I just want to thank everybody out there that's been a part of the Call Guys podcast in 2022.
Yes,
Um,
yes, yes.
we do have our 1 year episode coming up here in about 8 weeks ish, 10 weeks.
Man.
This is episode 42, so 52, 10 weeks from now. We will have our 1 year episode. So if you want to be on that podcast, on that episode, we're talking about doing 15-minute increments with whoever wants to come on to a Zoom call and just chat with us for a little bit. I'll edit that all together and we'll put together a nice little
Dude,
compilation.
I am so excited for that episode. It's going to be so good.
It's either going to be really good or a big cluster.
Well, we already know it's going to be a cluster. Let's just get that out now. Like I think it's going to be fun like piecing it together what sounds like.
Yeah.
Like I think we should, maybe this is more for like a pre-production meeting conversation, but I would love to put like a conversation that we have throughout the episodes or the little snippets and see if we can do like another like Wally Bucks giveaway for some kids meals and ice cream.
Oh man, that still cracks me up. That's just such a terrible thing. I did not realize that, and I still want to apologize to Brandon on that one. Although
What?
we did talk about you can get quite a bit of food with kids meals.
I mean, yeah, I feel bad for him too, but they still got some good stuff. You can still.
He
get
was
some
excited.
Good stuff.
He was excited. I got a picture. I should have posted. I didn't post a picture, but
yeah, I think I saw that picture.
Yeah. So good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah. If you want to be on episode 52, shoot us an email. Let us know. We'll set up a time slot. Colton and I are gonna have to somehow manage everybody in hopefully a 2-week period where we can get everybody in and just get at least 15 minutes and talk about maybe something from a previous episode or whatever you want to talk about. So
I really hope we get Conrad John on because I really want to talk to him. I really want to talk to him about his Eagles and how he's feeling. Because I mean, we're in the playoff push now, and he's got his number one quarterback who's hurting, and
Well, by the time that comes around, the Super Bowl will be over.
I know.
So
I'm curious to think if he's gonna hate me because my Bears hurt his quarterback.
Oh, maybe he might come through the camera at you.
Well,
Yeah. So, yeah, send us an email, thecallguyspodcast@gmail.com. Send us a Facebook message. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/thecallguyspod. You want to send us a message on there or an email, get a hold of us. Let us know if you want to come on. We'll figure out something to talk about with you. And
better yet, come with a question for us. If you got something you guys want to ask us or you want a shot at me or a shot at Gunner because he's so controversial.
I am. Ask me about my podcast and I'll let you know.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, I think that'd be great. Even if we got some, like even if we got Cameron on, that would be awesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I need to shoot him an email too. I'm sure he listens to all the episodes. I hope he listens. He's always like 2:30 a.m. I'm gonna listen to Call Guys.
He's gonna listen to this because he's a huge Sandler guy. So
yeah,
I think he's gonna love this episode. So Cameron, this one's for you, bud.
Yeah, there you go. Quick question of the pod. This is January 2nd. This episode is airing. Colton, do you have any New Year's traditions? Anything you do on New Year's? You go to somebody's house? Do you throw your own party? What are your traditions?
Well, it's kind of changed as I have grown. With my birthday, with my birthday being where it is, it's usually it started out as just one big party from the 30th to the 31st.
Nice.
But now, I mean, there's always been football. There's always been no work. And because I usually try to take my birthday off just so I can have a longer weekend.
This year you don't have to. You just get it off anyways.
That's true. Well, I mean, I still got to go in Friday, but.
Oh, you don't.
I get 3 days off, but.
Gotcha. It's Monday. Yeah, sorry. Mine's all screwed up. Because we work Monday and our Friday is our observation day. It's weird.
That is weird.
Continue.
Yeah. But I mean, it's always been football, food, naps. Breeze, my wife's side of the family, they sometimes have their family get together the first weekend in January.
Nice.
but not this year. We are having my wife's side of the family's Christmas to go to.
Cool.
Um, I mean, yeah. So we've got a lot of cool stuff, and it's mostly just hanging out, man. I mean, I can't think of a time that not hanging out with the family, at least some part during the last two
The
weekends.
end of the year. Yeah.
It's just what I always did. It was even when I have a girlfriend, it was, hang out with the family in the morning and a little bit in the afternoon, and if I wanted to leave, I could leave. So
Yeah.
it's just always been about hanging out with family. So I try to do that now, and with my wife being a nurse, um, working. I mean, they have to alternate holidays, and Christmas was the first one in a long time where she didn't have to work that whole weekend,
Yeah.
one of those days. So we took full advantage of that. And
Nice. Nice.
so, yeah, man. What about you? What's your normal? What do you guys
So
do?
so it used to be when I was younger, my parents always threw the New Year's Eve party.
Ooh,
So everybody would come over to our house, 10,000 playing games, just having a good time. Now Scott throws the party, so we usually go to Scott's. Um,
cool.
and that's always fun. There's always so many people just hanging out. This year is a little different because we have Sarah's mom's Christmas on the 1st.
Ooh,
So she's coming to stay with us Saturday night. And then um her it's weird to say, it's her dad's ex-girlfriend is coming up also. So she's coming to hang out with us for the weekend. And then one of her sisters is coming Saturday night is also. So we have a full house Saturday night, and then we'll go to Scott's and hang out. Or at least maybe I will. I don't know if Sarah's going to go, but hopefully they all want to go. So
yeah,
we got Scott's, and then we'll do Christmas on Sunday with them. And then my mom always makes egg rolls. She makes homemade egg rolls. So I gotta fit all this into a weekend.
what?
Yeah. My mom, so there's the thing about cabbage and sausage. They're two things that are supposed to be,
They're delicious together.
they are, this very much so, but they're supposed to bring wealth for the year. It's supposed to be like one of those I don't even know what you call it.
Like a good omen type thing.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah. So every year my mom we have cabbage of some sort and sausage. Before she was making egg rolls, she would make something different, maybe corned beef cabbage. I don't remember. And now it's
That
egg
must have been the
rolls.
bad Chiefs years.
Yeah. So yes. Um,
Got him. Got him.
clear my throat. No. So now she makes egg rolls, and she does such a good job at egg rolls. Now I'm trying to juggle all this stuff because I don't want to miss egg rolls and the Chiefs play on Sunday at 1. So it's like,
Oh, dude, there's no way. There's no way. You don't have enough time, bro.
I have the time. I'm gonna make it work.
No, you're not. How about
Okay.
how about this? How about this? How about I go to your parents' house
Okay.
and I go in your place for egg rolls?
Okay. My mom would love that if you just showed up. If you just showed up, walked in, and be like, "I heard we're having egg rolls."
I don't think I could walk in there without. I don't think I could walk in there being serious.
Probably not. No.
I couldn't.
You should
Especially-
though. If you're free on Sunday, go because her egg rolls are so good.
Nah, man, I can't. I gotta play. I gotta play in the band.
Oh
Church
yeah,
band.
church
so-
band. Well, it'd be in the afternoon. So
Ooh, I think it's just me and William. So, ooh,
there you go.
kid
All
and
right.
I make it a trip to Etna.
See you at 4:30 because I'm gonna make it there. But yeah, those are our traditions. I mean, they
Nice.
kind of got screwed up this year, but Scotty T's normally, and then egg rolls on New Year's Day. So always
Sweet.
enjoyable. Always enjoyable. But yeah, question of the pod: traditions, New Year's. Anybody out there that has a New Year's tradition that they want to tell us about? Send us an email. thecallguyspodcast@gmail.com. Let us know. Let us know what you're doing this year.
Yeah.
I know it's a couple days after, but let us know what you did. Let us know if you had fun. Did you go to New York and watch a ball drop? Let us know. Did you stay at home and go to sleep at 9? Let us know. That's fine too. But did you get so drunk that you still don't know if you're actually listening to the call, guys? Let us know.
I will. I will say this. It's funny. Yo, when you have kids, we. I mean, we used to stay up late. past 12:30 hang out or go to someone's house now that we got the kid. Last year, I remember like we stayed up, watched the ball drop, kissed, went to bed.
Yep,
We are officially old.
that's okay. Hey, it's okay. I don't
Okay.
blame you. I don't blame you. Um, all right, Colton. Are
What
you
up?
ready? Are you ready for this?
I'll be honest. I don't know if I'm ready for this because I didn't even know this was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I just enjoy the movies.
Yes.
I am excited to learn about this, so I am gonna let I'm going to allow you to lead like you normally do. So,
Tell you
um,
what. Tell you what. I'll let you lead in a couple episodes. You
what's in
can
a
take
couple
over the reins.
episodes?
I don't know. Something that you
Oh,
want to talk
okay.
about, sure. You
I'm
could
still
take the
wait.
reins.
I'm still waiting for you to for you to be sick for a week, and you're going to be, hey man, you're going to have to do that, and it's just going to be straight like 3 hours of a radio talk show, sports talk show.
Yeah, you should totally.
It'll just be me talking about like the ticker on ESPN and just going off on takes.
That's a that's a great idea for me to just be sick a week and you see who you get as a guest and just have you take it on and do it.
Oh, geez, it would.
You'd have to you have to edit it.
I would not know any. I wouldn't know what to do.
uh, okay. Well, I'll take the lead on this one. I
Oh
will.
well, I appreciate you, buddy. You're the best.
This is a subject that we have been talking about for a while, and the some of this actors' movies pop up in our conversations a lot. And as Colton said earlier, that is Adam Sandler.
Yes, it is.
And behind all Adam Sandler movies, there's a lot of Easter eggs, little things, a lot of fun things to look for in the background. Um, a few years back, it's probably, I don't know, 2016, 2017, I found a video that talked about all of the connections between Adam Sandler's movies, his music, SNL, just not even, I mean, pretty much anything Happy Madison at that to so Joe
Oh,
Dirt,
okay. Yeah.
Tommy Boy, um, just anything that has Adam Sandler in it, or the characters and people, the actors and actresses that have been in Adam Sandler movies. I found this video and I'm watching, I'm going, oh my gosh. Like there's certain things when you watch them you pull yourself, but like this went in depth. Like it went fully into this guy, dove into it, found all these connections, had one of those like strings and board, like where all the pictures were coming together, and he had strings going to like what connects each one. And then he explains it. And it's always been something in the back of my mind ever since, that when I watch an Adam Sandler movie, I look for those connections, right? And I enjoy them more because of this, I think. Like I've always been an Adam
Nice.
Sandler fan. I mean, you can't go wrong with Happy Gilmore and The Waterboy, Billy Madison, Mr. Deeds, the first Grown Ups. Like there's just movies out there that are enjoyable, and he's just an actor that is so unique, and he's himself, right? Like it's always just been fun to watch. So as I say this, there's a lot. And it's going to be hard for me to get everything like brought together, and I'm hoping Colton kind of dives in and helps me talk about it a little bit, but he doesn't really know a whole lot of this stuff. So
I mean,
um
I know the movies. I'd have to pull up another tab if you want me to. I could pull up the production company's movies.
no, that's okay. I'm gonna
Okay.
I'm gonna dive in, and we'll see how this first conversation goes.
Okay.
Because the first person I want to talk about that wraps in together, and it starts with the movie 50 First Dates. Drew Barrymore, Adam Sandler. She has memory loss from a car accident that makes her forget day by day. So like each day, as the day ends and the day starts, they have to restart her memory. And by the end of the movie, they have a video where they played. Super great movie.
Yeah.
One of my favorites. I love 50 First Dates. But if you look at 50 First Dates as a whole, there's a couple characters that repeat in different movies. You have Dan Aykroyd, who is in 50 First Dates. He is the doctor at the hospital.
What else is he in?
He is also in Tommy Boy. in Tommy Boy, he is the car salesman.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. So
Okay,
there's a
okay, I
connection
remember
because
that.
when they bring up the hospital in 51st Dates, they're talking about the donation from the car salesman. I cannot remember the name of the car salesman right now, but in Tommy Boy, they actually talk. He is that car salesman. So Dan Aykroyd has that little snippet in there,
Okay.
which is really cool. Plus, Dan Aykroyd, everybody knows Dan Aykroyd, whether it's
Yeah.
Ghostbusters or name any of his movies that you know Dan Aykroyd from, because he was a huge actor, and I'm sure Adam Sandler had so many different
Did he do
actors.
SNL stuff?
He did, yes.
So
Yes.
I'm assuming because it seems like whenever he needed somebody, it always seems like he went to the SNL cast. That
Which,
he
yeah.
probably.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know if that's
Oh
by
yeah.
design or I'm just spitballing at this point.
No, I definitely 100% you're correct. Like it's always been somebody from SNL that comes into the Adam Sandler movies.
Holy crap!
Are you
I
looking this up as you're going?
well. I just pulled up the IMDb. I didn't know Maya Rudolph was in this movie.
Yeah, yep.
Holy crap!
Yeah, dude, trust me, it gets crazy as we go here.
Okay,
Um,
okay. So we've got. I didn't know Aykroyd was in multiple.
yes.
That's well. I guess Black Tommy Boy isn't necessarily a.
It is a Happy Madison film.
It's a Happy Madison film, yeah.
Yes.
Not necessarily an Adam Sandler movie, but it's a Happy Madison movie. Ah, that's a good call.
I,
Interesting.
I
Okay,
did
what else we got?
I did forget
What?
to mention at the start of this that if you
Hmm.
go to Netflix and you actually type in the Sandlerverse, it pops in and it actually has a playlist for all of his movies in there.
Oh, nice.
So if you Google the Sandlerverse, the first thing that pops up is Netflix, and it takes you to a page that says the Sandlerverse
I actually
on
just
Netflix.
I saw it the other night. I was
Yeah.
scrolling through Netflix to look for the Murderville special, and
Yeah.
it had the Sandlerverse, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, if only I had more time."
Yeah. It's also known as oh gosh, what is the other thing they call it? The Adam Sandler Extended Universe. So the
Oh,
AS
okay.
the ASEU.
Yeah.
Um, so back to 51st Dates, there's a character
Okay.
that's introduced at that same time with Dan Aykroyd, and that's 10-second Tom. Hi, I'm Tom, and he shakes his hand. And then 10 seconds later, hi, I'm Tom.
I'm Tom.
Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So in Blended at the drugstore, 10-second Tom is getting his prescription, and he walks up to the lady at the counter and says, "Hi, I'm Tom." And then she hands him his prescription. She says, "Hi, I'm Tom." So that character actually comes back, which is just a small, obviously small cameo,
Yeah.
but he is there. He is there.
That's good.
The other thing with 51st Dates is that there is the golf swing. Rob Schneider's character does the Happy Gilmore golf swing. And then in Blended, the boy, I can't remember the boy's name, does the Ride the Bull. So Happy Gilmore, 51st Dates, and Blended are all connected by the golf swing and the Ride the Bull. Riding the bull.
That's hysterical. That's awesome.
So it's these little things that you catch as you go through these films, is that Adam Sandler puts in these little tiny snippets from each one.
Little tiny Easter eggs.
Exactly.
Okay.
The next one we move on to is that the caddy in Happy Gilmore. He is also in Jack and Jill. During Thanksgiving, his parents go to the local homeless shelter and bring somebody home for Thanksgiving to share a meal.
Okay.
And it is his caddy from Happy Gilmore, and they give you his name in Jack and Jill, and his name is Otto because they never give you his name in Happy Gilmore. He's just the caddy.
Just the caddy. Oh my gosh.
So there, man, I'm telling you,
Okay.
it's just,
Okay. I'm not mad about this.
obviously the big one that most people know Happy Gilmore wise is Chubbs. Chubbs falls out the window when Happy shows him the alligator head. And then in Little Nicky, he is in heaven with Nicky's mom, and he is obviously playing the piano and What did she say? He's like a fitness instructor or something. I don't remember. Um, but that's always been a really cool little Easter egg is that Chubbs was in Little Nicky, um, obviously because he's dead at that point.
Yeah.
And Happy Gilmore has always been just top tier
Oh yeah.
Adam Sandler film. Um, while I'm on Little Nicky, and you've seen Little Nicky, correct? I'm
It's
sure.
been a while. It's
Yeah.
been a while, but I've seen him.
Do you remember the Peeping Tom? And I cannot remember who plays the guy's name that plays the Peeping Tom, but he was in oh god, he's been in so many movies. He was the guy that created the stadium in Benchwarmers. You think of his face when you
Oh, it's oh gosh.
can't think of his name. You got it all pulled up. Give it to me when you find it. So
What's
the
his
Peeping
name?
Tom,
The Peeping Tom?
he just plays the Peeping Tom and Little Nicky.
I don't see that.
Oh my gosh, I don't think that's his actual name. Uh,
But
I'm gonna
I don't see the guy from
you lost me. You don't see the guy from Lovitz.
Lovitz.
John Lovitz.
Yeah.
John Lovitz.
John Lovitz. I don't see him in the movie.
Feel it. Little Nicky?
Yeah.
He's in Little Nicky. He is the Peeping Tom at the beginning of Little Nicky. He falls out of the tree. And then goes to hell because he's a Peeping Tom.
Yeah.
Well, so he's the Peeping Tom in Little Nicky, and then he is also in The Wedding Singer. And the way they connect him, he might not be the exact same character, but Ladies Night always plays when he's on camera. So when he's the Peeping Tom, it's playing Ladies Night. When in The Wedding Singer, when he's auditioning to play for Julia's wedding, he plays Ladies Night. So he plays the same song in both. Well, they play the same song for him. Every time he's on screen. So he's on screen multiple times in Little Nicky, and they play the same song every time he's on there. And then that being his song that he auditions. So
that's good.
Those are just some little snippet ones. There's some. Yep.
I found him.
Yep. Sorry, Field of DeLorean. We couldn't figure out John Lovett's name, but we got there.
Oh, yeah,
we got
no
there.
joke.
So there are some major recurring cast members.
Yes.
In all of the Adam Sandler movies, and the first one I want to talk about is Rob Schneider, and the main one I want to hit with Rob Schneider is "You Can Do It."
You can do it all night long.
That's the Waterboy.
Yep, the Waterboy.
So he does recur in a lot of these movies. He's obviously in the Waterboy. He's in Little Nicky, Cover Winkler and Bees. In The Animal, Adam Sandler takes his role and does it himself. He's also in The Longest Yard. He's in prison, and is that the group hug in the showers tonight? Is he do that?
Yeah.
One? Yeah. And then he's also in Anger Management. Rob Schneider's not the mayor of. I think it's the mayor. I can't not think of what his name is in The Longest Yard, and not The Longest Yard, Anger Management. He says it at the when Adam Sandler proposes at the baseball field. So that's always been one of those lines from Adam Sandler movies. I think that a lot of people repeat because it's just so big.
Yeah, I could see that definitely be. I know me and my buddies, we like to do the Captain Insano monologue.
Captain Insano shows no mercy.
Captain Insano shows no mercy.
Yes. The other one from the Waterboy that repeats in another movie is Farmer Fran, who is the coach that you can't understand because he speaks pretty much in gibberish. He's in the Waterboy, but then he also shows up in Joe Dirt when he comes up to Joe and he's standing outside.
He's outside.
And he likes to see homeboys naked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like to see homos naked?
Yeah.
Home is where you make it.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
What?
Yeah. So he repeats in Joe Dirt, which is also a Happy Madison film.
I did not think about that. That's a good call.
The other one is the delivery driver from Big Daddy. the delivery guy that comes in
Yeah.
and hip hop anonymous.
Hip
Um,
hop. Hip
oh, I
hop.
know you. You always order 2-piece cheesecake. um, he is also in Mr. Deeds, as a delivery driver or delivery guy also. So
Jeez.
recurring there. The big one, everybody knows about the O'Doyles.
Yes, I
The
do. Yeah.
O'Doyles, yes, Billy Madison. The O'Doyles were the
Oh,
antagonist, the antagonist for Billy, although they weren't really. They run over the banana peel and go off the cliff. But that wasn't the end of the O'Doyles. They were also in Click. They were his next
Yep.
door neighbors. So when his son's out playing catch with him and playing catch with one of the O'Doyle boys, he pauses it, moves his hand, and the ball hits him in the face. And he says, "You're a real Jeter there, O'Doyle."
There's another there's another O'Doyle reference. I don't know if you know it.
Let's
Do
hear
you
it.
is Hubie Halloween?
Oh yeah, yeah. Hubie and the O'Doyle. Yeah. My gosh, it just all goes so deep, and I don't know that I have as many of the new movies in my list here
Oh
as
well, the
I probably
cult
should.
classic Hubie Halloween. I don't know how it's not on
Yeah,
your list.
I wouldn't even think of that as an Adam Sandler movie
Why
most of the
not?
time. Why not? It's just not a great movie.
My wife just went up the stairs and she pretty much shook her head no to Hubie Halloween
Oh
being a
yeah,
classic.
yep, classic. Everybody, next Halloween, if you haven't watched it, watch Hubie Halloween,
Oh gosh,
or don't because it's not good.
it's not. I can't help it. It's just it's so stupid.
Yeah, yeah, so bad. So yeah, the O'Doyles, big one, dumping the cheese on Adam Sandler's head, and Billy Madison, and then getting hit in the face with a baseball as his next door neighbors. And then you have Lamonsoff. Lamonsoff is a name that occurs in. I have 4 different Adam Sandler movies.
Okay, hit me with them.
So Click. When they're talking in the office, or he's on a phone call, I think. He said his boss says, "Good news, Eric Lamonsoff died." So you got that, and then you have Pixels, which Josh Gad plays Lamonsoff.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
Yep. And then Grown Ups, Kevin James plays a Lamonsoff.
Oh my gosh.
And then in The Wedding Singer, when they're getting the deal for one of the things for Julia's wedding, Adam Sandler goes, "Well, I know you gave Eric Lamonsoff a better deal, so you need to match that deal." So he mentions a Lamonsoff in that also. So Lamonsoff shows up a lot, and I don't know where the name Lamonsoff comes from. I didn't go that far in depth in research, but definitely interesting. One of my favorites, the Hot Chick 1 and 2, and Deuce Bigelow, or the Hot Deuce Bigelow 1 and 2, and the Hot Chick. I think maybe they're 2 hot chicks.
Dude, that's
I don't know.
another
I
one
don't
I
know.
probably only watched.
I don't know. Maybe there's only 1 hot chick, but the line, "That's a huge bitch." It's in all 3 of those movies. It's absolutely hilarious. And then you also have the Hot Chick and SNL, which has a crossover, which is "You Can Put Your Weed in Here," and it's Adam Sandler in the Hot Chick, and it's Rob Schneider in SNL. They both have like a thing where they're holding it and say, "You put your weed in here." Definitely funny sketch. I don't know if you've ever seen that sketch, but it's pretty good. They're in like a knick-knack store kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
One of Darren's favorites is Dan Patrick.
Yep, I was gonna say. Yep. Shaq. Oh, I don't want to jump the gun.
I didn't put Shaq in here because he's only in 2. Correct.
I thought he was in both Grown Ups and he's in Hubie Halloween.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, so he's in 3. So okay, there you go. Shaq makes an appearance in 3 movies, but Dan Patrick goes back even further.
Patrick goes back to Waterboy.
Yep. So Dan Patrick was a sportscaster in Waterboy. And then he was a cop, and I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
Yep.
And he was also a cop in The Longest Yard. So
Mm-hmm.
he's been in probably more than that. I'm sure he was probably in Hubie Halloween too. Who knows?
It was.
Um, I need to go back and watch it again apparently because I don't know any
Yeah.
of them. Um,
It's so bad.
I did enjoy the first time I realized that it was Dan Patrick. I had to go back and like rewatch those scenes to be like, that's pretty cool that he somehow makes his way into all this. So, um, another movie that you wouldn't think is under the Happy Madison Productions is The Master of Disguise,
Oh wow.
which I could never watch that movie again and be happy.
How did that production company survive that movie?
I don't know. I don't know. But between The Master of Disguise and SNL, there is a shared line, which is, you like the juice?
You like it, the
You
juice?
like the juice? So that's just a little one there between that. Um, I will say that I think I might have mentioned this last episode, but we did watch Eight Crazy Nights
Oh yeah, I
um,
think you.
the night before Christmas. Um, and every time I see Whitey Duvall, it makes me think of Adam Sandler's album, which I think it came off of Stan and Judy's Kids, which is one of his albums. And there's a song on there called Whitey, and that's where he originated that voice for Whitey Duvall in Eight Crazy Nights. So the
Hmm.
song Whitey actually directly correlates to Whitey Duvall in Eight Crazy Nights. And then you also have on that same album the psychotic legend of Uncle Donnie. And I don't know if you've ever seen That's My Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's where Uncle Donnie comes from.
Real. Oh my
Donnie
God,
Baggett.
Johnny.
Donnie.
Johnny.
We could be getting whacked off. I love I don't
Oh
Adam Sandler
boy.
just has such a unique way to enhance his voice and do loud, obnoxious things. And I enjoy Donnie Berger. And I enjoy Andy Samberg in that movie just as much as I think I enjoy
Well,
Adam
I
Sandler.
think it's because like that's his. I feel like that's Sandberg's like wheelhouse for funny is the awkwardness.
Yeah,
Like I think he
yeah.
does that well, and that's what makes him real
Oh,
funny.
it's Shy Ronnie over there. Speaking of That's My Boy, the original guy that was supposed to marry them, which was Father Shockley. He was an African, I don't a priest, I guess. I don't know what you'd call him. But he was supposed to do their wedding and ends up leaving, not doing the wedding. But he was also in Grandma's Boy. They're sitting on the couch, they're smoking pot, I think, and Father Shockley's there, and they're all like, Father Shockley really likes it. So you get that character coming back into That's My Boy, which came out in, I don't even know, 2013, 2014, probably. And Grandma's Boy was late 90s, I think.
Hmm.
So a definitely a character that showed up way, way later. Um, Man, I kind of flew through these. I don't know how long this has been, but my final connection, which is probably the biggest Adam Sandler connection, is in The
Adam
Waterboy.
Sandler.
The Waterboy, yeah, just him, just Adam. It's in The Waterboy. It's in Rain Over Me, which is one of my top movies, which we'll get into here after I'm done. The Longest Yard. I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry, Grown Ups, and Jack and Jill. They all have something in common, and that is Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yeah.
So obviously the Water Boy. No, Colonel Sanders.
No, Colonel
You're
Sanders,
wrong.
you're wrong.
Um, Rain Over Me, which is probably the coolest one. In his apartment. I don't know if you have ever seen it's a really good movie. Post 9/11, kind of a drama. He has a cardboard cutout of Colonel Sanders in the background of his apartment, which is pretty cool. The Longest Yard, one of the guys that works at the prison, I think they say that he looks Colonel Sanders been looking like he's been eating his own chicken, and he's just a bigger guy with a white beard. Um, and now pronounce you in Chuck and Larry. Um, I don't remember who's telling it to Kevin James, but they look at him and go, "You have a better chance of getting Colonel Sanders to think about making a hamburger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I
So
remember that
just
line.
a small reference. Grown Ups is the obvious one. You got a couple different references there. The KFC bucket when they're spreading the ashes. He during the funeral, Adam Sandler makes a reference and says that the only thing you got to stop eating the Kentucky Fried Chicken or something like that. I don't remember the exact line. And then Jack and Jill is that's oh my God, is that Colonel Sanders? And it's just a guy standing there that has a white beard and glasses. So definitely a must be one of Adam Sandler's favorite restaurants.
It's got to be.
I would think so. I would think so. But yeah, that's about all I got in my big long list of references in the Sandlerverse.
Nice. Is there anything else we're gonna talk about? Because I know you didn't really talk about Buscemi, or did you?
I didn't mention Buscemi. Buscemi does show up a couple times. I don't know that I could really pick out any of his movies. Airheads is by far one of my top Adam Sandler movies. Um and he plays a bass player and does a really good job in that movie.
Oh my gosh, that movie
Um
is.
he's also in Mr. Deeds, which is a really good movie also. He plays the crazy eyes guy in the jail cell. Um
He's
man,
in he's in Hubie Halloween.
he's of course he's in Hubie Halloween. Um he's also in Grown Ups.
Yeah.
So I mean, Buscemi shows up a lot. Kevin James a lot. Rob Schneider a lot. Um, oh gosh, um, we talked about Shaq and Dan Patrick.
Dan Patrick, yeah, is the big one there.
Um,
Um, he plays. Doesn't he? He also plays. Isn't he in Billy Madison? He's
who?
the serial killer, or the guy he's got a list and he's checking people off.
Oh yeah, Buscemi. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Where they marks him out with the lipstick.
yeah, it marks him
Yeah,
out with the yeah.
yeah. Um, I'm trying to think of his name. Oh,
What's
we
the
talked
movie?
about. Oh my
We talked
gosh,
about Aykroyd.
we talked about Aykroyd. Um,
We talked about Chubbs.
yep. Carl Weathers.
Otto,
Yep. The
Alan Covert.
yep. And I don't know why I can't think of David Spade.
Oh
David
yeah,
Spade.
David Spade.
Yep, he's in plenty of the movies. Um, Tommy Boy, obviously.
Did they do who? No, I think didn't Paramount do Black Sheep?
I think so. I'm pretty sure. Andy Samberg, I don't know that he shows up in another movie.
Anything else other than
That's my boy. Um,
Oh, he's in Brooklyn Nine-Nine for an episode.
nice, nice. But then you get like into all the other movies too, like The Animal and Deuce Bigelow and stuff like that that falls under it also. These are just kind of some of the main big connections that bring all these together. Um, you can't go like there's no way to say that these aren't meant to fit together somehow.
Yeah,
I just
you could
don't
have
know.
made a case for Jennifer Aniston.
That's true.
Murder mystery,
Murder mystery.
blended.
Yep.
Um,
What's the one? What's the one where? No, she wasn't in Blended.
just go with it.
Just go with it. There you go. Yeah, just go with it. That's a great movie. Love that movie.
Oh,
I do enjoy Blended too. Cam, um, man, Drew Barrymore. Drew Barrymore being in obviously multiple Adam Sandler movies. She's 51st Dates and Blended and The Wedding Singer.
Mm.
So
okay.
man, I should have made the list of all the repeating cast members because I'm sure it's just insane. And then had like should have made an Excel sheet and just had it all going to who's in what movies and then like grouped it all together. But it's an insane list. It's a crazy amount. These are just some of the ones that were most memorable to me after watching that video so long ago and saying that's crazy that all that is there and it all combines. If you get a chance to go look that up, just look up the Sandlerverse on YouTube and there's a guy that does a whole video about it. It's from a while back, so it's not up to date. But it is a fun watch, and it kind of blows your mind a little bit. So you'll probably hear a lot of things I said from this on that, and yeah, good stuff.
Noise.
A lot of articles out there too, if you want to go read up on it. And if you want to go watch any Adam Sandler movie, just pull it up on Netflix because most of them are there.
Yep.
So Colton, speaking of Adam Sandler movies, you got a top 3?
I do have a top 3. Hold on.
Because I also have a top 3.
Ooh. Yeah. How do you want to do it?
You do your 3, I'll do my 3. You do your 2, I'll do my 2, and then we'll just do 1 and 1. We don't need honorable mentions.
Okay. Okay. Um. Man, number 3 for me is an obvious one for me, and I'm gonna go with Billy Madison. Just grew up watching it.
Today, Junior.
Yeah.
Eating your pants is the coolest.
It's the coolest. Back to school. Back to school. To prove to Dad that I'm no fool.
I got my shoes tied tight. My lunch bag packed.
I hope I don't get in a fight.
Yes, great movie.
So yeah. Yeah, Billy Madison's kind of self-explanatory. Just a funny movie, and the premise of it is just absolutely ridiculous. And one of my probably my favorite scene is when he is going on about the Industrial Revolution in the game show at the end of the show.
The puppy who lost his way.
And the game show host just blows him up and finishes with, "We're all dumber for now having to listen to that."
Yeah.
Sit down.
The puppy who lost its way is also in multiple movies too. I cannot remember what the other one is, but it's obviously Billy Madison. But there's another movie where it's mentioned. Also the duck from Click, where the dog humps the stuffed duck, is in another movie too, and I can't remember which one it was.
Nice.
Yeah. Sorry. Sidetrack. My number 3, Colton. Reign Over Me, a movie that I've mentioned a couple times, and you haven't seen it, correct?
No.
Like I said, post 9/11 drama, and it's just good emotional movie. That is not your typical Adam Sandler movie, and it's very enjoyable. If you have not watched it, go watch it. Reign Over Me. Just super good, super good.
Very nice.
We're gonna share number 2.
Are we gonna share it? I don't know. Are we?
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you want to share it?
I don't know. What you got?
I don't know. What do you got?
You go first.
Gonna say The Water Boy.
Oh, okay. And that's not mine.
Oh,
it's probably mine. My number 2 is probably your number 1.
My mama said that alligators are so angry because they got all them teeth and no toothbrush.
Well, Mama's wrong again.
Well, class, guess what? Mama's wrong again. That every time he says that line, I just absolutely die laughing. No, couldn't say it, you're wrong.
Yep. So, just a
yeah.
It's a great movie.
Oh, it is. It's funny. Like, that's just the thing. It's just stupid, funny, humorous. No point. Like, it's just, I think that's why I kind of like most of his movies, is that when I want to like just laugh and not care about how the movie is, I'll pull up a Sandler movie because it's just chaos most of the time.
I hope you like what I did to y'all's lawnmower. Speaking of, shout out to Conrad John and his upstairs neighbor, Vicky Valenzuela.
That's right. Yes, Vicky. She showed me her movies too, and I like them too.
That's right. It might be the greatest moment on the Call Guys podcast ever.
Oh my gosh.
My number 2, Happy Gilmore. Movie that I've watched hundreds and hundreds of times, and it's still enjoy it every single time I watch it. So yeah.
That is my number 1. Is Happy Gilmore.
Nice.
Being a golfer growing up, you've at least attempted the Happy
Oh,
Gilmore.
I've attempted it. I'm not a golfer.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just another quotable movie. I just everybody is shooter.
Shoot it.
So I mean,
I'll go down to the bay, eat some hay. Just me.
too
What are you
good for
guys
your whole
doing?
ball.
Yeah. What are you guys doing? Just looking for the other half of this bottle. It's just every Adam Sandler movie is quotable.
Oh yeah,
Everyone.
yeah. So
Uh,
that's my what's yours, man?
talked about it before. Every time we bring up Adam Sandler, I say that this is my number one Adam Sandler movie, and that is Big Daddy.
Oh, nice.
Lighthearted comedy. I mean, it's not like outgoing crazy like all of his other ones, but just like the little things, like going to McDonald's for breakfast and it's over by 30 minutes. Somebody just gets this kid out. Like it just oh that's Buscemi out there too, the homeless guy, Buscemi.
There he is. He's
Out there.
everywhere. He's
Like
everywhere.
he's like, oh yeah. And then you have everything with the old guy and the glasses that Julian wears to be invisible. That way he does not like seen by everybody. I mean, just things as a kid when you watch it, you're like, that'd be cool if that was real. And now watching it as an adult, it's like, I mean, he learns how to become a dad pretty much. And
Yeah.
so enjoyable movie, fun, lighthearted, emotional, just good. So two of my top three Adam Sandler movies are not full comedies, which not
His new
saying
stuff, Uncut Gems, was really good. I really liked him in that. I haven't seen him in Hustle. Seems a little too corny for me. But Uncut Gems, I really, really enjoyed.
yeah, I have not watched it yet. I'm gonna watch it.
Um,
I did enjoy Murder Mystery, but I didn't. I mean, it wasn't the best thing I've ever watched. Um, now you go back to like Ridiculous Six, and I think that would just went too far. Like I mean,
yeah, I tried a little bit hard.
it was just dumb. Like it was dumb humor that just. I mean, you see Taylor Lautner in there, and you're laughing because you know who it is. You're not laughing because his character's funny. You're laughing because it's Taylor Lautner playing that character.
Correct.
It's. I would watch it if it was on, but I wouldn't watch it just to watch it. So
Yeah.
but yeah, there you go. Top threes, the Sandlerverse. If you have anything you want to add to the Sandlerverse, anything that you've seen in Adam Sandler movies that I didn't bring up, please send it over to thecallguyspodcast@gmail.com. Let us know what your favorite Adam Sandler movies are. Let us know who your favorite Adam Sandler character is. What's your favorite Adam Sandler persona, I guess. Obviously we love The Waterboy, we love Little Nicky, Happy Gilmore. Man, I could just go on. The list is too long of great Adam Sandler movies. So grew up watching them, grew up loving them. So
Yep.
and there is a universe out there. So when you're watching those movies, look for those little connections. Try to find new ones.
Oh, a challenge.
A challenge ensued. Colton, got anything else you want to add on the Sandlerverse?
No, man, that was pretty. I didn't think about that. Like to me, they just seemed like throwaway lines, and but when you do put them together, that is kind of neat.
Yeah, I don't know that my strategically putting things in order worked very well. I tried to, but I feel like it's just gonna be me blabbering on about Adam Sandler for an hour. So
yeah, pretty much.
Enjoy. Enjoy.
Really looking forward to the feedback on this one. So
yeah, because we might have another episode coming up that might be kind of similar.
Whoa.
Anything else, Colton?
Love you, brother.
Love you too, brother. I do want to wish everybody out there a happy new year. Obviously, that's it is 2023. At the time of recording it, it is still 2022. But by the time this comes out, it's 2023. So I hope you all had a safe, happy, fun New Year's. If this was coming out before, please don't drink and drive.
Yes, call
Have your
someone,
have your
please.
have some. There's always somebody out there that's willing to come and help you out. So, I say that for anybody at any time. Not just right now, not the weekend after New Year's. Don't do it anytime. There's you see those people out there riding mopeds? There's a reason for that.
Yeah. It's usually in between their legs too when they're driving.
That's right. That's right. Um, other than that, I do hope everybody stays safe, has a good New Year's. If you're playing with fireworks, be careful with those too. So,
Yeah.
that's all I got for Adam Sandler, and that's all we got for the call guys tonight.
Right on.
I'm gonna let Chris take the plugs away on this one. So,
Sweet. Thanks, Chris.
yeah. he loves hearing his voice. All right, Colton.
All right, man.
Everybody out there in podcast land. We'll see you next time.
Later. Shooter.
Check out The Call Guys wherever you get your podcasts, whether that be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and more. You can also watch The Call Guys on YouTube by searching for The Call Guys Podcast. Find us on all of your favorite social media accounts. On Facebook, facebook.com/thecallguyspod, Instagram @thecallguys, and TikTok @thecallguyspodcast. Send us your recommendations for the question of the podcast or topics for future episodes to thecallguyspodcast@gmail.com. And check out our merch store at thecallguyspodcaststore.com. Also, check out these other podcasts under the Golden Mojo Entertainment umbrella. Golden Image Podcast. The Emperor, Skywalker, and Chico travel around the state of Indiana to visit different restaurants, pubs, and events. Listen, and maybe you will find your new favorite local destination. You can find them at facebook.com/Golden Image Podcast. Also, check out the Murdnerds, a true crime and missing persons podcast helping to bring light to unsolved cases around the world. Join Alicia and Ashley as they discuss these cases and hopefully help to bring justice to the victims. You can find them at facebook.com/Murdnerds. Don't forget the Indiana Chiefs fans podcast. The Emperor, Chief, and Chico talk about their favorite team, the Kansas City Chiefs. This weekly podcast covers everything from the regular season to the long drive to KC. You can find them at facebook.com/INChiefsFansPod. And finally, the United States of Paranormal podcast. Team Boogers and Team Tejas talk about all things cryptid, creepy, and paranormal from all around the world. Join them and go on a spooky trip through the paranormal. You can find them at facebook.com/the United States of Paranormal. You can find all of the Golden Mojo Entertainment podcasts wherever you get your favorite podcasts. Thank you for supporting Golden Mojo Entertainment, and we will see you next time.